Kawasaki here, though. So
greatest bike on the track.
This is a great team, actually, man. I like this
Are
team.
you buying a 25?
My bike's up for sale. Want to buy it?
No.
Okay.
That's why I was
when that
asking
sells, I would like to get a new one for sure.
Okay. What if it doesn't sell before the season?
I don't know.
Bike market's difficult now. Ask KTM.
I know.
Wow, low blow. Low blow. Too soon.
I know. The funds are a little low. I just bought a vacuum.
This is also true. I got a green light deal from the old lady the other day on how I can get my Honda 250. So I'm pretty excited about that.
A 25?
250.
What?
Why don't you want a green 250?
I would like
'Cause
to
it doesn't
go
like change.
fast.
That cow is actually pretty. Fast.
Who is this guy?
Cow is actually pretty
Who is
fast.
this guy?
I might have a friend who already has one of the Worx Edition Honda 250s and told me it's one of the greatest bikes he's ever rode in his life.
Geez. Glazer. Who's your friend?
And that's coming from a guy that had access to Geico Honda stuff. So I'm just saying, if he's saying this is the best one ever.
Did he recently race Minios? Did he recently race Minios?
Is it Bobby Wagner?
Did he
recently race Minios?
Did he recently race some Minios?
He might. He might also own a gear company and a graphics company.
He's also got the same number as. Never mind.
Yeah. So needless to say, I've been told that I need to get one.
Okay.
It will make
This guy's
me
a big
faster.
mountain bike guy too, right? Or big cycling guy.
Big cycling guy.
Big cycling guy.
Big cycling guy. He may be involved. He may be involved in the show here too.
Oh, a guy that's never rode another brand in his life.
That's not
What are
true.
you talking about?
KTMs?
He's been riding KTMs.
Well, he's never ran a green one.
That's true. Nope.
Well, maybe you could set him up with one.
No,
and
I
we'll
think
see
they're
what he
all
says.
good. Dude.
I don't think they need. I don't think they need coal to set. Never mind.
No, I truthfully believe all bikes are good.
Yeah,
Just pick a
probably.
color. I mean, I would really love to
I don't
ride
think-
one of those
I don't-
Except
Triumphs.
that gas.
I mean,
that Triumph would be
outside of handling, maybe, and that's just something that the Kawasaki's I've rode, I've never liked the way they handle. But that's just again the way I ride. It's kind of like the Blue Crew I have. For me, it doesn't work the best it should, where the Hondas I think will work the best, because I was very specific in asking questions to said person about like, hey, how's the front end feel? Does the front end turn? Does it slide? And it was, nope, you definitely want it if you do want that. And I was like, great, cool, awesome. So we'll see. Anyway,
I think
back to Kawasaki now.
yes.
Who do you want to start with?
Let's start
His
with the
favorite
new
guy.
kid on the block.
Oh,
Prado.
never mind. I thought he was going to go to the favorite guy.
yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm starting with the new kid on the block.
Start with
Cool, let's
Prado
go.
here.
Man, I really just want this kid to get through Supercross.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's already not starting off too good here, and I really wish they would have looked at it differently and brought him in for just outdoors first. I really wish they would have looked at it that way.
Yeah.
But because we've seen this over and over again, the guys will come from overseas like this. You know, the Albertines, the Tortellis, who
I mean, dude, Kenny and Marv's first go at it
Kenny
wasn't
and
great.
Marv's
Dylan,
first goes weren't very good, and it hindered their outdoor season where they really need to shine. Look
Yep.
at Ferrandis. We're still waiting for him to show up again.
Yep.
So I really hope he can just be cool, top 10s, just get through and be good with that. I see him being an 8 to 10 guy, just kind of where he was, and just be fine with that, and be the second tier guy right now.
If he doesn't do that and he goes for it and he continues to smash his face into the ground, the deal here is shit. It's shot.
Yeah, this is very, very critical for him to approach this the right way.
Yeah, because like the rough part is that he's not going to have time to develop for outdoors here if Supercross
If he gets hurt.
doesn't go. Yeah, it's going to be a real short time frame for him anyway because of riding 450s. I don't know. I'm interested to see how this goes, but I don't have super duper high hopes.
Yeah, I mean everything looks good already though.
Hugh
The Fox
Justin-
gear looks sweet.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
it looks
good.
fucking sick.
He
The
looked
video
good.
of him at Fox, like with him when he first got here and started doing
set up
outdoors.
speed.
Speed
Lit.
suit too.
God, looking great.
He
dude.
likes that speed suit.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole deal is really, really cool. Like this is a really big deal for Kawasaki too. Like
Yeah.
you're grabbing the world champ, and you're bringing him into a new series.
Yep.
Big grab, but I also think that Jorge Prado here in the States is never going to be the number one guy on the team.
Really?
I just
You don't think he's the number one guy right now on that team?
I don't think he'll ever be a Supercross winner.
Oh, man, I don't know about that. I think,
Oh,
I
here
don't
we
know
go.
about that.
Hot take,
I don't know.
baby.
That's a hot take, bro.
That is a hot
That
take.
that kid is way too talented and way too determined to never be a Supercross winner.
My thing with that is like, I give it a real low percentage, but there are random people that win fucking race. Brayton won Daytona. So random people can win all the time.
Yeah, but some of the fastest dudes that are most expected to win never win them either.
Yeah, that's true too.
Also, didn't think Tom Vial was going to win a Supercross title his
Well,
second year in
that's a
Supercross
whole
either.
other thing. But then again, too, here we are. Prado's jumping in the deep end, bro. Like Prado
ain't the
is
250
This ain't the
class. You ain't-
250 class.
We're
No, but that's the way you wanted it, though.
I understand, but I'm just saying.
Roxon, Marv, the Europeans that have been successful when they've come here,
Came and
they
raced
cut their teeth in the
250s.
250s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yep. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to watch. I'll put it that way. What do you think his ceiling is here?
I think you need to make it through West Coast. I think when he gets to East Coast, when you got to be a little bit more of a thinker and your line selection is super critical, I think that he's going to have his season, if he's healthy, is going to be a lot better. I think the East Coast swing definitely benefits him more than the West Coast, where you start getting later in the night, you start getting to the base, it starts to feel like you're on a skating rink where you have to be a little bit more manipulative to the bike. It's not Prado's thing.
Yeah.
You get to the East Coast, I think he'll do a lot better. I don't disagree. I think 7 to 10. I think the East Coast, if he's healthy by then, I think we get towards some of the end of the rounds, especially if it's a mutter. I think he can get some top fives, but no, I think majority of his season is going to be 7 to 10, and I think if you ask him at the end of the year if he gets too healthy, I don't think he's going to have a problem with that.
I don't think so
he
either.
thinks he's going to. I don't think Jorge Prado thinks he's going to win Supercross title his first year.
I didn't get that vibe either in the Gypsy Tales stuff I've listened to.
He's too smart.
Yeah.
He's a very smart kid.
Yeah, I will say I do get a vibe that he definitely doesn't give a shit about money. He's here to fucking win. So
He's got the him and Jet.
He's definitely making more money than he did over there, for sure.
Well, he's very much like Jet Lawrence in that way. That Jet cares about money. I think everybody does, but like he wants to win. He wants to be known as the best. And this goes back to his when he made his rookie debut at 15 years old, and he was fucking with Hurlings, and Hurlings was the champ. He's like, I don't give a shit who this guy is.
Yep.
I want to beat him.
Yep.
And he pissed off everybody at KTM, and he pissed off Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Like Jorge, when he finds his footing over here, where he gets comfortable with his surroundings, and luckily I think
shit talk coming.
he's got some shit talk coming. And dude, that's why I'm so looking forward to outdoors if he's healthy, because I know that you disagree with that, and I know that Jeff, and obviously I've always looked up Jeff Stan. I've always looked up to Jeff, being a Michigan guy. He was one of my favorite guys growing up. I take everything he says as almost like spoken word, but I fully disagree with you guys in the sense, and a lot of these other people that don't believe Jorge, he's going to do much over here. I totally disagree, and I only say that because this kid has so much heart and determination, and he is one of those guys that goes, I will fucking cut off my arm to win a championship. Yeah. I don't care who you are. I will do whatever it takes to win a title. And I think when you have that motivation and you are that talented and that have that much already credibility and how much you've won in your career, it's hard to believe you won't do it. Like, if this was just some dude that never won a title in the GPs, you'd be like, man, this kid's just talking shit, right? He's just really talented, but what has he proven?
Right.
He's a 2-time MX2 champion, a back-to-back MX GP champion, fucking probably gotten more starts than anybody in the history of racing a dirt bike. He's on a good bike. I'm not saying he's going to beat Jet his first year, but I think that all these people that think he's not going to do well, I just don't know where that comes from.
Yeah.
Like, that's not, like, I don't believe in analytics with racing dirt bikes, but if you go off analytics, there's nothing that supports that. There's nothing in Jorge's career other than the one bogus year in 2021. Dude, the COVID year, he almost fucking won. He almost won the title. Halfway into the year, he almost had the title in the bag by points.
Yeah.
And then he just imploded himself.
Yeah.
Because he never knew what that was like. So I just don't agree with that. But I'm not saying he's going to beat Jet his first year. I don't think that's going to happen at all.
I don't think he's beaten Tomac his first year.
No,
I
but
don't think he's beaten.
He's here to win.
Which is something you need, though. You need that dog in you.
Yeah, but so is every other. Sebastian
know.
Tortelli was here to win too.
I understand. Like, it'll be interesting to see, but he's got to make it through this
Well,
first
Seb
year,
did win.
and I'm
He
not
just
convinced.
had Ricky to deal with.
I'm not convinced he makes it through Supercross at this point.
I think he's smart enough, though. If it's getting sketchy, he'll back it down.
I hope.
You think so? He already smashed his fucking face into the ground and couldn't make media
But he
day.
did that. He did that in
and he already
2020.
T-boned the fuck out of Cincerillo for 12th.
He did that in 2023, though, too.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
He crashed in the whoops.
If it was going smooth and he hadn't crashed and missed media day, I would be like, okay, maybe. But like the fact that like at the practice track here we're eating shit like this.
In the whoops, though, that's it. He has not crashed anywhere else.
There was
though.
a pretty ugly crash last year of him in the whoops too. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He wadded himself in the whoops. Yeah, he endoed.
I don't
But
remember.
he hasn't wadded himself anywhere else yet. Now, if you were to tell me, oh man, he's ragdolling in the whoops, he can't get timing right, he's framing triples, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
But if all you're telling me is he has to work on whoops, which let's be real, every Euro that has ever come over here has.
Yeah.
Anybody, period, if they want to learn how to ride
I'm
Supercross.
not as convinced. I'm not saying it's a good thing by any means, but I'm not as convinced it's not going because there's ways around that. If you're not being able to put the whole track together, we got a lot more work to do. But if you're just telling me he's only ragdolling himself in the whoops, then maybe it's just a setup thing.
Yeah, or it's just an approach. Let's build a set of whoops with 4 of them.
Yeah.
Start the first 4, which I don't think they're doing. This doesn't make any sense of why. If I'm a professional athlete like him and I want to learn whoops, it's all about the first 4.
Yeah.
Justin Brayton will tell you that in the Club MX video. It's all about the first 4, and then once he gets those first 4 down, add 2 more until you got your 9 or whatever the hell they're going to do this year. But
9. That's what they're staying
I don't know.
with is 9.
Who the hell am I though? I'm just a Joe Blow on a YouTube show.
All right, Ando.
Couple wins, dude.
That's your boy.
You think he's going to win?
That's your
I
boy.
think he wins races.
That's your boy.
Ooh, I disagree.
Look at him in A1 right here. Came out, got second on a brand new bike. He's got
Had
another
a
year.
battle with Coop.
He's got another year of development, and I think, he's mentioned multiple times that he wants to go another 2 to 3 years. This is a contract year.
Yeah.
And you know what contract years do to guys, especially Justin Barsha.
Think maybe he's got a fire in his ass because his pants are too tight?
I don't think he wins.
I think he tightened up his pants this year, and he's ready to win.
Jesus Christ. I think between Jet, Webb, Eli, and Sexton. And
you
again,
want to throw
and that's
Hunter in
coming
there.
from a guy who's saying that I don't know that Sexton can win.
And you want to throw Hunter in there even?
Yeah, and then you got
I don't
Hunter.
know.
Like that's just too many.
We all just sat here and said that Eli Tomac's going to win, right?
Yeah.
Jason Anderson can run with Eli Tomac when everything's fired.
2022, he was faster.
He was faster.
He was faster than Eli in
We'll
2022.
see, man. I don't know. I don't
if
believe that.
Jason Anderson comes out,
Oh, I agree. That guy was different. That guy was different in the last 2 years. Jason
If he
Anderson.
wins a race, does it shock me? No. But outside of that, like, do I really think
I think he finds himself in some controversy for sure, and that keeps him out of a title.
he's got to not do that.
him
again
and
this year.
Jet like fist fighting at some point? Because I think that'd be
No,
awesome.
I think it's going to be more him and Hunter fist fighting.
you want to see Jet win the fans back over. Watch him start fist fight, like actually fist fight. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
That would never happen.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I think we see a step up of Jason Anderson this year. Jason had 3, 4, 5 podiums last year. Podium guy on a bike that still needs to be developed. They're in a second year of developing. And how about that whole shot device tool? You guys see that?
That's
No.
fucking sweet. You
Yeah.
haven't seen that?
Oh, Justin
bro.
will appreciate this.
It's like
I'll show
a
it to him.
thing, so it hooks on the handlebars and then presses on like the triple clamp and then
they're all gonna have
slides
them.
in the
They're all
fork,
gonna have them after
and you
this.
just do it and it pulls the bike down.
Yeah, they're all gonna have
To pull it
this
down
tool.
lower? Kind of like a
No,
double
no,
shot
check this
device?
out.
To
Just
do the
check
whole
this one
shot.
out.
Oh.
Let me find it right here. So here they are practicing starts. Great radio, riveting radio.
Riveting radio.
So anybody go to Swap Moto Live if you haven't seen it yet, and go to the video of them practicing starts. Look at this thing right here. Hooks down into the axle lug.
Oh.
Four
Look at it.
podiums last year.
That's pretty sick.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's sweet, isn't it?
It's sweet,
They'll
dude.
all
It's definitely
have
great in
it. Come
Supercross.
A1, they'll all have it.
It's definitely
Yeah.
getting Supercross of how fucking stiff the forks are.
Right. But how many podiums?
4.
Dude, come on.
Second at A1, second at Glendale, third at Philadelphia, third at Denver.
All the hard pack tracks. So he
I
comes
think
out
West
swinging
Coast,
on all the
yeah.
hard pack stuff.
Yeah.
He manages his way through.
East Coast.
He goes to club, gets a little better in that stuff, and I think he's. I don't know, man. I think he's
Off to Triumph in 2026.
maybe. I think Ducati fits his vibe too.
Maybe. We'll see. So,
But
you think he wins? Do you think he wins?
No, but I think he gets podiums.
'Kay.
I think a lot, and I do think a lot of it.
I won't argue that.
is-
I think
is
he's got
West
that
Coast.
possibility for sure.
podiums, but I think he gets a win or two.
I think we leave West Coast when we go east full time, and we can't say leaving West Coast because obviously we go east for 2 rounds, Detroit and the Florida round,
Yeah.
and then we go back West Coast. When we leave West Coast full time, it honestly would not shock me if he's top 3 in points. But I think when we go east full time, I think that's where he starts to go backwards, and that's only just because he has notoriously struggled with the East Coast stuff.
'Kay.
The hard pack shit. That's just like
Yeah.
he could ride that shit with his eyes
And,
closed.
and he's super analytical. I'm sure he's looking at the schedule and being like, okay, I'm gonna be able to rip here, 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 and here, and I'm gonna have to do management mode and figure out my shit here.
Probably trying to figure out how he can ride 5th gear on a Supercross.
5th gear. Oh, dude, I've never watch him on those slow mo videos. I've never seen anybody work a shifter like him.
Dude, he shifts so much, which is fucking wild to me, man. Because then I start thinking back, I'm like, dude, I don't remember him being this animated
I'd be
on a 250.
I'd be
Yeah.
scared as shit to be shifting on a
Dude,
Supercross track.
he's shifting so many times through a rhythm section. I'm like, sometimes I look at it, I go, I understand why he's doing it, but I almost think it's a detriment sometimes that he's just that focused. It's kind of like we talk about with AJ with his technique, where he was so focused on being perfect. It's almost like Ando's got it so much muscle memory that he's like, I got to be in this gear. It's like he's forgotten that he sometimes doesn't need to always be in that. I don't know. I just watch.
I think for him, it's probably like me, my situation. And I'm not even close to the level of Jason Anderson, but
You're like, yo, this
if
is
I'm
exactly like
if
me.
I'm going up to a jump though, I go up a gear,
Yeah.
just because of the way it loads the bike.
Yeah.
So if I feel like if you're up a gear, it kind of pushes you through the face.
I just put in second, riding second all day.
Just hold it wide open in
He's
second
holding
gear.
wide open.
Just fucking
So
rebel.
those guys are probably in second through rhythm sections, and he's probably a third gear guy.
I mean, dude, you look
Yeah.
at back in the day, some of them used to ride first.
Yeah.
AC used to talk about that when he first got on a 450. He was running first gear a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, they got
transmissions are
They got
different.
different Bruce Jenners they can play with and stuff. So
All right.
Wow.
Let's move on here. Just want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like this kind of content and you want to see the full show, it's linked right here. If you guys want to make sure that you never miss an update, you never miss a show, a live stream, a bike build, or anything that we're doing, make sure to hit that subscribe button there and make sure to turn on notifications with the bell. If you want to join our members area to help support the show, that's greatly appreciated too. And you can check us recording things live that other people in the general public don't get to see. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see y'all on the next one.